There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight we wrap up this brief two-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Mets. It's interleague baseball on the show. Blake Snell gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Stepping up to the plate, Ichiro Suzuki. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Suzuki.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone. Tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 2-2. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Williams comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's up to a 9-game streak right now, and that's something to build on. That'll get you a little bit of attention, too. Get to 10, and we'll start talking about DiMaggio. No, just kidding. 9 is a 9.
Now batting, Hanley Ramirez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, and it's 0-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
To the left side, but it's well foul.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Pitch is popped up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 35, Frank Thomas.
Stepping in, Frank Thomas, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
And a swing and a miss by Big Frank. It's 0-2.
This is why this guy is so effective. He's able to pound the zone, get ahead in the count, and now he has so many options to go to. I really couldn't tell you. It's a flip of the coin as to what he's going to throw right here.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses. It's to 2-2 now with 2 away here in the top of the first.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
At the plate, Mitch Garver. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. From the stretch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row. And listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Bichette's got it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot. Drew Smyly gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, he's had some arm injuries, but when this guy's healthy, as good as anybody in the game of baseball from the left side. Good fastball, not overpowering, 92 to 94. Good assortment of breaking pitches. Holds runners really well, has a good pickoff move. A good pitcher when he's healthy. This is really one of the top pitchers in the game.
Stepping up now, Ryan Sandberg. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I think this club could really use some improvement from Carlos Santana. He's kind of disappeared the last 10 games. When you look at the numbers, he's slugging under 300 during that stretch, and he's a guy they rely on for some power and a whole lot more production than they're getting right now.
Next for the Mets, Austin Jackson. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch on its way. And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. 1 out, nobody on. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Boggs, a native of Nebraska, the Cornhusker State as they call it. He's a veteran of 19 seasons at the major league level, which is something you don't see very often.
Yeah, he has, Matty, an incredible career, and he's getting into parts on.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Standing in now, Orlando Cepeda, and it's fouled away. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Comes set, the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. The 0-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Santana in front with a 2-0 count.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
Hard on the ground toward short. On the first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Still no score. As we begin the second in New York, here's Heidi Watney with an update on the weather conditions.
Well, Matt, these conditions aren't really ideal for baseball right now, but I am hearing that they're expected to improve as the game progresses. The grounds crew told me between innings that the field's in good shape. They're going to continue to work on keeping it dry, but we should be in for more favorable weather later in the game.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
George Brett is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Lifted down the line in left, but this will land untouched. Now the 2-1 pitch is a ball below the zone.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, J.D. Davis. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Brett on at first, nobody out. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Garrett Anderson is on deck. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. No one out with a runner at second. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH, but don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
In now, Garrett Anderson. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. No score here as we play inning number 2. (2-0) to the Twins left fielder. Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Batting it, the second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Now at the plate, Ian Kinsler comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First offering on its way. Hit down the third baseline. Boggs fields it cleanly. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Twins wind up stranding one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next up for New York, Billy Williams. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Billy Williams.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off there 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Smiley gets the sign. Here's the 3-0. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Here's big Aaron Judge. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First delivery to him on the way. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Nobody out, runner on first. The 2-2 one more time. Just hung in there on that one. And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist, the ability to have range both right and left, and makes all the routine plays.
Stepping in, Bo Bichette. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Here comes the first pitch. Runners on the move for second. Swing and he pops him up. Suzuki moving forward, but he won't get there. It falls in. But now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Don't want to forget about him. Into the box now, Reese McGuire, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Bichette, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. Bottom of the second here with no score. All even at 2 and 2. Here it is. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Mets strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Kevin Kiermaier.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. The 1-2. Line toward right center. And that's the first hit in this one for Minnesota. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Now,
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
Ready for another chance. Ichiro Suzuki, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Now a snap throw to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one.
This is a tough spot here to turn two off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least one out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get one out in a spot like this.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball two.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Sandberg backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
Digging in now, Hanley Ramirez. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Strike taken, good bender on the outside there. Third inning, no score to this point. And now they've got him picked off. Sandberg's got the tag, and they've got the out at second base. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first two pitchers were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he gets him to go after 1-0-2 as this. Bichette has got it, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Ryan Sandberg. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Ryan Sandberg.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Smiley steps into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. He's right there, and the inning begins with a quick out number one. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Into the box, Austin Jackson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. swung on and hit in the air to left. Anderson coasts under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Wade Boggs.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up one of the members of the 3,000 hit club, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses, ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Counts even 2-2 to Boggs. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, Frank Thomas, as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. And there's ball 1. This is line to left. Williams has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mitch Garver, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Taken, but called a strike. The 1-1 home. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, George Brett. A ball and no strikes. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Now to the plate, the Mets DH, Orlando Cepeda, a base hit in his first trip.
Hitter, Orlando.
Smiley steps into the windup. First pitch on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets DH.
No strikes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
No strikes.
On deck, Carlos Santana. Here it is, the 3-0. And that misses for ball four. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Digging in the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And he's back easily. First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball two.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Cepeda gets his lead at first, nobody out. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to...
And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Billy Williams, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Anderson will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. He's set. Here it comes. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Fouled off.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Count remains at 0-2. First and second now, one man out. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Coming to the plate now, Bo Bichette. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Bichette, a native Floridian. He was a 4th-round selection back in the draft of 2019.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Behind 0-2 now.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Scorched to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And he recovers to make the play, so a run is across to score, but they do record the second out.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Into the box now, Reese McGuire looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
No balls and a strike to count. He's set. The 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. Throw won't get him.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
In now, Ryan Sandberg. Fouled away. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. 2-1 to count to Sandberg.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
The 3-1 pitch. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And another foul ball. Sent toward first. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said that collectively as a group, their timing appears to be way off. As a result, they're often getting blown away at the plate or simply fighting pitches off. In the dugout, they're talking about getting things started a little bit earlier and simplifying their swings to give themselves a little bit more time to get the bat through the zone. We'll see if they're able to make those adjustments, guys.
The designated
Thank you, Heidi.
J.D. Davis.
Here comes the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Nope,
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch outside and a full count. 3-2.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Up next for Minnesota, Garrett Anderson, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, but everything looked clean. He was on time. He looked powerful in the box. I guarantee you he wants that swing back. He's still thinking about it as he walks to the plate right here. This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
The 1-0 home. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Standing in, Ian Kinsler. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. In time as he just gets the tag down. Ready on 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Hit hard on the ground towards second. To his left, Sandberg. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins retired in short order. Still down 3-0. Ready for another shot now, Austin Jackson. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Smiley peers in. Here comes the first pitch. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to the left side. Backhanded. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Now batting.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Now the 2-1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul. Jackson aboard here at first with nobody out. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Into the box now, Orlando Cepeda. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. A bullet to first base, and they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired. 5 innings complete. The Mets lead it 3-0. Stepping into the box, Kevin Kiermaier will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First offering on its way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Kiermaier is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
Three 3-0 pitch on its way. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ichiro Suzuki. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him, and he fouls this one off.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. To second for 1, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
No real chance from the roll 2 that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
Ready now, Hanley Ramirez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. In there. Now the throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Manny. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
1 out and a runner on second base. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. McGuire recovers, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
The first baseman.
Now at the plate,
35.
Frank Thomas. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch.
No, foul ball.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Bichette picks it up cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota. They trail it here 3-0. Brad Week will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 67.
Striding into the box, Carlos Santana. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Carlos Santana.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. The 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Standing in now, Billy Williams. Ramirez will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Now in the box, Aaron Judge. He's set, and the pitch. In the air to left field and deep. Looking up is Anderson, but this ball is gone. A home run. All rise, Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot. 2nd home run early in the year, and the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Now batting, number 11,
Into the box, Bo Bichette.
1-0.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. No hits to this point.
Ball two.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
And that one right down Main Street.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1.
I got 3-1.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
And the 3-1. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for a short memory. We'll see if he can put those two bombs behind him.
Now batting, number 10.
Stepping in now, Reese McGuire. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The set and the 1-0 pitch is taken for ball two.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
3 runs already home here. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
What's the saying?
Now
when you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ryan Sandberg. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just inside. McGuire leads off first with 1 away.
That's a ball.
2-0 now.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure to pitch effectively, and right now I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
Two balls and a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. There's one to Thomas. They get them both, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We're through 6 full. Mets out in front 6-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Coming to the plate now, Mitch Garver will match up with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
The windup and the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And that's through into left, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
In there, 0-1. Ready with the 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-2. Softly hit to the left side, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Now batting, number 16.
The next twin up, Garrett Anderson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First delivery to him on the way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Ball 1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Lifted in the air out to right. Judge is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
So stepping in, Ian Kinsler. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. From the stretch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Garver on second. Brett at first. 2 out in the inning. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Looking to keep the shutout in check. Here it comes. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Twin strand a pair. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. And we're back for the bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Bryant Washington enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate, Austin Jackson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The center fielder, Austin.
Here comes the first pitch. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Now to the plate, Wade Boggs. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Nope.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to Thomas is in time for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Orlando Cepeda.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Orlando Cepeda. He was a double play victim last time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. high in the air down the right field line. And foul. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Number 56 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 56.
Leading off the inning, Kevin Kiermaier. And they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Jackson is there. 1 away. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one. Kept the hitters off balance and was a lot of fun to watch.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Ichiro Suzuki. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one. Hitless to this point. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two and one now to the Twins leadoff man. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is underneath this one, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 2.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. So striding in, Hanley Ramirez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Behind 0-2 now. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-0. Digging in and looking for more, Carlos Santana. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Carlos Santana.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 1-2 is in off the plate.
Ball 2.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Up with it, Garver, and he makes the throw to first. Santana is retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Stepping into the box, Billy Williams. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
First pitch of the at-bat. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. One and one. Bases are empty, one man out. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here he comes again, 1-2. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. One out, nobody on. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Williams is retired, 2 down now. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-0. Striding in once again, Frank Thomas. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Frank Thomas.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Now batting, the catcher, Mitch Garver.
The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Mitch Garver. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Has a look, now the pitch. Grounded to the right. One there on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
In now, George Brett. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-1. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Final strike for the Twins. Hit hard on the ground to the right. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
And he chased it in the dirt. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The New York Mets took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Blake Snell gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets: 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.